it's a bit later, back inside from running this morning, and so now about to prepare breakfast for tomorrow, which always is done the day before, just because it is an overnight oats recipe. Put the S in the wrong spot. And since it is coming up on the Christmas season, I wanted to try a new recipe for this. Usually I'll just do vanilla or chocolate, but in honor of the Christmas season, since a lot of peppermint things come out, I'm thinking about experimenting with some spearmint extract and adding that in there as well, so that way it will be like a mint chip brownie type overnight oats. So let's get to cooking in the kitchen. Sorry for the awkward angle. But this is what I was talking about, the spearmint extract. I didn't want the peppermint one because I think that I like the spearmint flavor a little bit better. It's kind of, I guess you could describe it as a little bit more sweet. So we'll add some of this in there, and then something else that's really, really good is black cocoa powder. So I've had a bunch of different brands before, but this one is my favorite. I kind of cut the top off so you can't see all of it, but I can put a product link in the description. You can just get it on Amazon. This one is the Cocoa Trader, but basically it's just completely black cocoa powder, kind of like the type that is in Oreo cookies. And so it has a much richer, darker flavor, and I love that so much. And so this will definitely be a part of it. So we're gonna add in oats. Measured that out, and then a bit of cocoa powder, and then for however much oats you add, you just add twice as much water. And then we're going to add the mint extract, just a little bit of that because it can be kind of strong, and then stir that up. And once that's good, we're going to put it in the microwave for a little bit. Smells so good. Now we can just put a lid on it and pop it in the fridge, and it's good for tomorrow. No. So recently, actually it's been a couple years by now, but it's just because the project keeps starting and stopping. But I'm trying to put together a collection of some of my favorite recipes that I've created over the years. So I've got a Canva document with all of that going right now and hoping to put it all together into a cookbook / recipe book. But lately I don't know if I'm going to make a separate one for holiday recipes or just keep it in the same one, because the past couple of weeks I've been kind of on a holiday recipe kick and I've been making a lot of stuff. But I could just have a section in there on it. So let's turn this on. I'll show you. Yeah, so this obviously is not going to be what the front of the book looks like, or pretty much a lot of the inside will change, if not all of it. But like I said, it's been a couple of years in the making, so a lot of these are older recipes. But I already have some of the photography done. I just don't have a lot of the ingredients and then writing all of the steps down. And also these are not organized either. It's just like as I create them, I put them in here. So there's a lot of good recipes that I've done over the years and created. I just need to better organize them and put them all together so that way it can be in one book. So that's what I've been working on so far. But yeah, it's been really fun and I've had a good time doing it. Several of these recipes actually came from back at one of my other jobs where we had to create recipes and stuff. So some of those will be in here as well. But I don't know, it's very creative and fun. And I like to do food photography as well. So like, for example, it's something like this picture right here. I get to style all of the food and then put it together like that. So I don't know, I just find that so fun. And I also like making the little recipe videos, like YouTube shorts and stuff with them. A lot of these I have not made videos for actually, but I don't know, it's just so fun. And now that I think about it, I might put some of the more recent recipes that I've been creating, especially the holiday ones, in this video just to kind of give an example of what they're like. Kind of like a sneak peek preview, so I'll do that now. right, now for lunch, we're going to do basically a deconstructed sushi bowl, which will contain obviously the tuna, sriracha, greens, avocado, a bit of nori, some cucumber, things like that. So yeah, like I said, we got avocado, cucumber, carrots. I don't know if I mentioned those. The greens. This is a wasabi flavored seaweed / nori. Sriracha, obviously. And then any kind of tuna that you like. And then literally we just assemble it. So make a base of greens, seaweed, some carrot, cucumber, avocado, and finally tuna. Actually, my bad, sorry. Finally is sriracha. And there you have it, a beautiful, beautiful spicy tuna sushi bowl. I'm telling you, this is so good. Wrapping it up in the nori just in and of itself, like making sushi that way and slicing it up is also really good. But this altogether, it makes you feel so fresh afterwards too. It's really great. Putting some of these in an organization bin and realized how many I have. All kinds of different flavors, but these are probably my favorite protein / snack bars, the RX ones and then the IQ ones. They're super delicious. And so we've got like peanut butter chip, chocolate sea salt, almond butter. This one is probably one of the best, chocolate mint chip. And then for RX, we had the limited edition. It was like a pumpkin spice one for fall. The coconut chocolate, peanut butter chocolate or something like that. Almond, chocolate sea salt, and then some minis as well. But these are super easy to grab and you need just a quick snack. So keep them up here. Speaking of that, since it's the afternoon, I think I'm going to have some tea. Just like a raspberry tea. And then also one of these to go with that. Perfect combo. Making good use of Peyton's cherry mug as well. Hope she doesn't mind. Really hot. But this afternoon, since it's Saturday, I'm going to try to make some more progress on this book, which as you can see, I'm about a little over halfway done, but it is the second book in the Carabao series. So after this one, there'll be one more, which is why I'm trying to finish this one up at least before the end of the year, but I don't know if that goal will work. We'll see though. Now for some dinner, I'm going to make a soup that I'm kind of obsessed with right now, especially with it being winter and it getting cold and just wanting something warm to fill you up. It is a spicy okra soup, so I'm going to make that. And then I also discovered something this past week that was so good, and I'm also going to have with it is of course like avocado on bread. It's classic avocado toast, whatever, but if you warm the bread up and then put the avocado on there and add some feta, it's so good. So I'm going to do that, the soup, and then some chicken for dinner. We got our bread, put some avocado on that. This one's really ripe, so it's super easy to do that, but you can also slice it on there too, of course. Then we'll just add this little bit of feta cheese. And that is the avocado feta cheese toast bread, whatever. Now, the secret ingredient to this spicy okra soup, obviously, is not so secret because it is the spicy okra. But these guys are just like literally pickled spicy okra. You can put 2 or 3 in the whole soup and it will flavor the whole entire thing, and it is so good. So we're gonna chop these up a little bit and add it in and slice them just like so. So now to the pot, we're going to add the diced up onion, celery, and carrot, and then the spicy okra as well. And then for spices, we'll do some Italian seasoning, lots of pepper, garlic powder, some Miss Dash type stuff. And we're going to cook this a little bit until the onions and celery gets transparent. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. So after these get transparent, we will add a bunch of chicken broth and then some crushed tomatoes. So some of these and then this. And then once that comes to a boil slash simmer, we can put the lid on it and let it cook for a while. Alright, so this is cooked on 420 for about 12 or 13 minutes, and at this point I flipped them, and then I found a trick to help them retain a lot of their moisture. You can put foil over the top for the next 12 minutes, and that helps significantly. Now back in the kitchen to do a little bit of a after dinner snack because I'm craving something really fresh and crisp. So we have a couple of oranges I'm thinking about cutting up and putting in the freezer for a little bit to make them super duper cold. I've actually never put a navel orange in the freezer before, so I'm not going to do it for too long because I don't want it to become inedible, but I do want it to get colder than it is right now since it's been in the fridge. And I've seen people do it before and they like it. It'll basically just make it a lot colder though. I mean, there's nothing special to it. So I'll finish cutting these up and put it in the freezer for, we'll start with like 10 or 15 minutes and see how that goes. I also really like to take the peel off. Like just go ahead and take it off before, that way you don't have to worry about that being difficult to eat around or whatever. Put those in here. And you know what, why not add a few frozen blueberries in there too while we're at it, just cause. Put that in the freezer I mean. All right, the moment of truth. See how this goes. Yeah, that's really good. Especially with the blueberries too. Yeah, like actually yum. Getting a bite of the orange and the blueberry is really where it's at. Alright, well since it is nighttime, about to start getting ready to go to bed, so we shall end the vlog here. But thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. It was really fun getting to experiment with some new recipes and trying to incorporate a lot of different things. There's some really good food today and also excited for what's to come. But anyway, make sure to like and subscribe if you wish, and I will see you in the next video. Mary's gonna say goodbye. Anyway, bye guys.